Is lawn mowing still worth it in 2026? Hi, my name is Wayne Vose, Profits Unlimited, been a business coach since 1990. And the reality of it is, when you look at it and ask yourself, is lawn mowing still worth it? You could fill in any year in 2025, 26, 27, 2053. The reality of it is simply this, guys. Ask yourself, was it ever really worth it? And what I mean by that is we spend a whole lot of time mowing and mowing and mowing, thinking that we're doing better than what we're really doing. And I guess the real question is simply this: do you want to see your profits change? Do you want to see your profits increase? Now, I can hear a lot of you guys out there, saying, well, man, I'm making 40% or 50 or 60% mowing lawns. The reality of that says it's not happening. When you know your numbers, you understand that that's not the margin that's involved with mowing. But when you don't know and you're just basing it off what you think you know, it becomes problematic on what the profit margin really is, whether you're paying yourself, whether you're waiting to pay yourself out of profit, or even if you consider yourself an employee, or you're letting your real job make your truck payment. There's so many ways that we screw it up, thinking we're doing better than what we're doing, that I want you guys to consider thinking differently this year about how and what you want to make mowing lawns. I'm not telling you not to mow grass. I'm just saying that think about it and don't spend the number of years like I did thinking I was doing better than what I was really doing, because the reality of it was I went probably 12, 15 years worrying about how pretty my stripes were and building a customer base rather than wondering why I wasn't putting more money into my pocket, why my profit margin wasn't where it should have been, but where I thought it was at was okay. But in reality, I really wasn't making bottom line profit dollars because I didn't have a good enough handle on what's it really costing me to do the job. So why do you want to take another year at realistically 10 to 14, 15% on a good year mowing lawns when all expenses, overhead, and your money that you want to be paid to do the job, and that's not profit, right? You're not paying yourself out of profit. But you're not doing a large enough volume to make 10% make sense when you're mowing 40, 50, 60, or 100 yards a week. Don't make the same mistakes I made. There's a much better way. And that better way is to simply diversify your services a little bit. I mean, God, I remember going back many years ago, my brother ran a truck, I ran a truck, and the reality of it was we were doing about $300,000 a year and barely getting by. But somebody that was more diversified in their services, doing more mulching or hedge trimming, some landscaping work, fill in the blank on what diversified services are that you could offer. But the point is, offer more than mowing. Don't spend the amount of time that you're going to allocate during a week, whether you're in this full time or if it's a sideshow for you. And I'm not minimizing any of you guys who are doing this as a sideshow, because I did it that way for a lot of years. And I did the mowing because I thought it would fit easier and better as a sideshow, and even as a full-time business when I eventually went full-time. But what I quickly realized is simply this: there was a whole lot of profit dollars left out there on the table for other people that were more diversified than I was, wanting to be the mowing guru, right? Spend all my time mowing when I should have taken some of that time. Let's just say you want to mow 3 days a week. You got 3 days a week to allocate toward your part-time job, right, of mowing. Well, don't make all those 3 days full of mowing contracts or mowing customers, because the reality of it is there's a lot more profit dollars to be had in mulching, hedge trimming, pruning, light landscaping work. We all get the same number of hours, but the way you decide to spend those hours is what's going to directly affect the profit dollars that you're putting into your pocket. Don't repeat the cycle in 2026. If you like what you just heard and want more content from Profits Unlimited, be sure to subscribe below. We'll see you next time.